Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to pretty much start with my face, and as you can see, I started off with my Maybelline foundation and then concealing it with my Colourpop no filter concealer, and pretty much blending all of those products with my beauty sponge by Morphe.
Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us.
Now I'm going to moisturize my lips with Burt's Bees chapstick, and I'm going to set everything on my face with a translucent powder to pretty much make sure everything stays intact and is not oily throughout the day. I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Promade in dark brown and pretty much just fill in my eyebrows. I don't really do anything special to them, so yeah. I'm dusting off all the powders that I have baked with, and I'm going to use my no filter concealer by Colourpop to prime my eyelids, and I'm using a small sponge to blend it all out.
And we may have some history.
Using my Morphe 350 matte palette, I'm going to use that shade brown, and I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelids. This is just going to set everything as well as make it easier to blend everything in the future. And of course, I'm going to blend all that out with a blending brush. Basically going to make sure that everything is nice and soft. So I'm going to take this chocolate brown shadow and I'm just going to apply it all over my eyes as well. And of course, blending it out. And I want a blowout look, so I need to make sure blending is the key. And this dark shadow is just going to pretty much bring it all together.
I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
So now taking this dark brown shadow, I'm going to put that on the outer V's of my eyes, and I'm just going to make sure I pack a lot because you really want to intensify the end of your eyes.
I just need to clear my head. I just need to.
Now with a blending brush, I'm going to blend the dark shadow outwards to blow it out, as well as bring it into the inner corners to kind of give it more of a gradient effect. Now this brush was a little too thick, so then I went in with a denser brush to kind of help blow it out more and to help it blend a lot more easier.
I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
Now taking a black shadow, I'm going to apply this with a pencil brush and putting it onto my outer V's. This is just going to smoke it even more and to kind of make it complete. I'm going to blend it out as well.
I just can't let you go.
So the key of this look is always blending things out, and so for this look I really want to blend my shadows, because if you don't, it's not going to be a smoky look. It's going to be very murky, and blending it out will just make it very beautiful and effortless. So just gotta take some time and patience to complete this look. Now for the fun part, I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to pretty much carve out my eyelids because I want to intensify the next shadow that I'm going to put on top. Now I'm using a big brush for my eyes, but then I switched to a smaller one because it was just too big and I needed a more precise control onto my shape. So that's why I switched to a smaller brush, and it really helps a lot. So with the key of cutting your lids is pretty much patience and taking your time, because it's really hard to perfect it, but it's easy for you to mess up. So it takes a lot of practice. So those are my tips. They're not the best, but that's what it is, what it is.
Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us.
Now I'm taking this shimmer shade, and basically I'm taking all three of those shades that you see my fingers at, and I'm putting it on top of the concealer that we applied, and this is just going to brighten up and intensify the shadow. So now I'm going to use my brush, and I'm just going to kind of slowly blend everything together. You don't want to have a harsh line with your cut crease. So with this brush, I'm going to blend as I apply my shadow to kind of help everything come together.
I just need to clear my head.
Now with the dark brown shadow that we use, I'm going to apply that onto the concealed part of the eyelid, and I'm just going to help blend it even more, and this is just going to give it more of a gradient effect as well. Now with the sponge that we use for foundation and concealer, I'm going to pretty much clean up the shadow that had dropped onto the under eye area to kind of just make sure it doesn't look like panda eyes. Now taking any shimmer shadow you want, I'm going to apply it into the inner corners to kind of just brighten everything up even more. Now taking my Kat Von D Ink Liner, I'm going to apply my eyeliner, and I'm going to wing my eyes as well. Now taking my LA Girls pencil eyeliner, I'm going to apply it onto my tight lines and on my waterline to kind of bring it together.
You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me.
Now I'm curling my eyelashes, and I'm going to apply mascara using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. This is my first time using it. I think it's a really great mascara. Now I'm going to apply my false lashes off camera, but I'm using the style Loveleen by My Gorgeous Boutique. Her lashes are amazing. They're very voluminous and so beautiful. Now I'm taking the brown shadows that we applied on the lid and putting it on the waterline to pretty much smoke it out and complete the look. I'm starting out with the lighter shade and then going with the darker shade and then with the darker shade, and then applying the black shadow as well, and then afterwards I'm blending it out to smoke it out. And you really want to smoke it out, okay? When you do this look, blending and smoking it out is like the #1 key.
Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head.
Now taking the shimmer shade that we used, I'm going to put that on the inner corners of my waterline to kind of complete it as well, to kind of have a more mirrored effect, and having it on the waterline just kind of brightens up your eyes as well. Now taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palettes, I'm going to take the middle shade and I'm going to contour my cheekbones, my forehead, my jawline, because I don't got one no more, and just kind of bronze up my face. Now taking a big brush. I'm going to kind of blend everything so it doesn't look muddy or cakey. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. blush palette. I'm taking that rosy blush color and I'm going to put it on my cheeks. And when I applied it on, I got a little excited, so I took my bigger brush and I blended it out to settle it down. Now taking any highlighter you have and just apply it all over your face. I don't really like having a very strong highlights because I'm already an oily person. So I just put a little bit of what I have and I just put it on my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, on the arches of my brows to brighten that up, and the tip of my nose and my chin and my lips just a little bit. And I go ahead and blend it out with the big brush as well.
No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces.
Now completing the look with my lipstick, I'm using the color Jolt by Maybelline. And I'm going to set everything with my Morphe setting spray. And this is pretty much the finishing look. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.
I've been stuck on